Today I fucked up by losing my friend's bird at the airport. My friend recently hanged themselves. They had a bird that I agreed to take in as I have the same breed, green-cheek conure. I went to the airport with a see-through cage. The TSA agent for some reason wanted me to take the bird out. I told them no because it would fly away. They assured me that they would bring it to a covered room. Once we made it to the room, I opened the cage but the room wasn't airtight and the bird escaped into the airport. The bird flew up really high and no one was able to retrieve it without a cherry picker. I had to leave the airport due to it being unrecoverable and the TSA not caring. My friend filed 2 reports with the airport, O'Hare, but nothing came of it. They tried to gaslight me and blame it on me because it temporarily flew on my head and I was not able to catch it. Any bird owner, or any human who's witnessed flight, would know it is pretty hard to catch a bird that is flying. I got the badge number of the agents but I doubt it will really matter. I did get to call a bunch of TSA agents low IQ and not get arrested, so there's that. My airline staff gave me a refund for the bird transport fee and told me lots of birds live in the airport. So if you ever see a green cheek in O'Hare, think of my friend who killed themselves. Too long did not read. TSA thought my small bird was a threat and let it out in the airport. It might be worth reaching out to some local news sources and seeing if they want to post your story. I imagine TSA would be more inclined to do something once they get put on blast. You fucked up? That TSA agent fucked up and should be ashamed of themselves. Partner works at O'Hare. The word about your missing bird will be spread and the bird will be hopefully found. This sucks so much. I'm sorry for your loss. Man, that sucks. I don't know why they have to take the bird out if it's a see-through cage. I also have a green-cheek conure and I know it's not a cheap bird. You should sue the group of people involved. That's not a you foo but a they foo. I'm so sorry that happened. You didn't do a darn thing wrong. Today I fucked up by telling my parents my salary. I, 35, grew up in a low-income household. One parent as a teacher and the other a part-time bank teller, in the rural South. Over the past decade or so, we've had a lot of discussion about privilege and injustices in the system. Easy conversation. In short, a week ago, they were defending trickle-down economics. Any day now crossed fingers. And I took the position on how $15 per hour for minimum wage should be just that. Minimum. And with that context, I was explaining how I just got to 6 figures as my annual salary and I was super proud of myself because I worked my ass off to get to this position. I also know I make above average income and I just recently got away from living paycheck to paycheck. Well, since that conversation, my dad keeps making snide remarks. For example, we were grocery shopping and I wanted to make garlic bread and he pointed to the French bread and I grabbed the one that comes pre-made and just pop in the oven. His remark was, "Oh, I forget you can buy things on a whim since you're rich now." Neat thumbs up, light skin tone. Too long did not read. I mentioned my new salary and my dad makes snide remarks. "I'm sorry, your dad is bitter and can't be proud of you." "I'm proud of you, op. Congratulations on bettering your standards of living. This is nothing. Wait until they ask you for money and drop the guilt trip on you about supporting the family." Rule number 1 with finance: you're broke, always broke. Trust me, this is how you avoid jealousy and people up your ass asking for money.
Oh yeah, don't ever do that. I am all for salary transparency at work, but never with family. I lie to my in-laws about my salary because they are nosy as hell and don't need to know how much I make. Same with my parents.
How the fuck do broke people defend trickle-down economics? Today I fucked up by telling Reddit I liked women with big noses. I made a post a month ago about how I like big noses on women and it got some nice appreciative comments from Reddit. However, I have constantly been receiving pictures of women with big noses from random people on Reddit ever since. I don't know if it's real or fake, but it has been strangely annoying to receive nose pics from strangers on the internet. I also have been receiving unwanted attention from strangers asking me to rate their nose, and at first I thought this was cool, but I suspect that it is just a bunch of trolls messing with me. I have had trouble receiving notifications from Reddit because it's bombarded with random people's pictures, but I might just have to start a new account. Too long did not read. Made a post about appreciating women's nose and got bombarded with nose pics. You only posted this because the number of random nose photos you were receiving slowed down, didn't you? Lucky I didn't post that I like small breasts, that would be terrible. And now you've made another post about liking women with big noses again. IDK. This post smells kinda sus to me. Well, people with big noses are easy to pick out. I mean pick on. People can be so nosy. Your post was a little too on the nose. Today I fucked up by sleeping with my aunt's ex. My aunt and her ex-boyfriend broke up a few months ago. I thought they were done. They had some really bad fights and decided to end things. I always thought he was hot but I never said or did anything, but after they broke up I thought why not? We only did it once. After a while they got back together. I didn't think much of it, but now they are FC King engaged. My aunt doesn't know about us and it's so FC King weird for him to be my uncle. He is literally avoiding me and everyone is getting suspicious about why we can't even stay in the same room. If my aunt finds out she is gonna hate me. By the way, I'm 18, he is 31. Too long did not read. I slept with my aunt's ex thinking they were done, but now they are back together and are engaged. My aunt doesn't know, and if she finds out she is gonna hate me and probably break up with him again. I think you mean you slept with your soon-to-be uncle. GIF. Giphy, 3085XNOIXEBK3XYX4Q. The decision-making of the two of you. Dude. Out of all the easy sex in the world, why would you choose someone connected to your family? Like, no. Just no. It's gonna come to light eventually. If you came clean now, yeah, it's gonna be a shitstorm. It will be more of a shitstorm if it's years into their marriage. Your choice. Well, I guess you gotta decide whether you want to blow it up before or after a wedding. Yep, you fucked up. Come clean ASAP. Your uncle sounds like a pedophile. You may be 18 now, but you weren't 18 a year ago. How long has he known you? This smells like grooming. But also smells like you need to learn how to keep it in your pants.